Welcome back to Taco Bowler Gaming. My name is Taco Bowler. Today we continue our playthrough of Yu-Gi-Oh! The Falsebound Kingdom. We are in Kaiba's campaign, nearing the end. We are playing Banishment. In this one, we do have a monster to obtain, as well as a couple of items that I'm going to try and get. I will mention, I'm not going to get it, but at Sikvar's Gate, there is laser cannon armor, so if you are still using the basic insect, that is one place that you can go get that item to activate its special attack. Yugi appears to be hiding out in Vestoria Gate Castle. Scott hasn't found him yet, but he's searching the entire castle. It's only a matter of time before he does. We must take control of Vestoria Gate Castle right away and protect Yugi. So that is important. So yeah, if you are unable to rescue Yugi in time, you lose. Otherwise, this is standard stuff here. So here, Vestoria Gate does not have any guardians, so let me go ahead and just send Bones right on over there. And then I'm going to take a Weevil. I'm going to go way down here. I think it's right about here-ish. And that is, I don't know which one I want to do. That is where the roaming monsters are. Ishizu. Have her there, and I'm going to put Rex just outside. And we'll see if these guys get there, or if they're going to come. They're going to wind up turning around. I think they're going to wind up turning around if I don't stop him. So let me just get him right on the cusp, and then let those monsters get a little bit further down the way. Everything else has some cannons. Most everything else has some cannons. Oh wow, that's much sooner than I expected. Usually you have to really search around for them. Okay. Well, there we go. We have 3 roaming monsters here. We have Cruel, Zoa, and the Castle of Dark Illusions. I like a lot of these monsters, particularly the Castle of Dark Illusions. Is difficult to fight against. It has a special that blinds everybody. That is nice. Zoa is powerful, but yeah. But if you have the item Metamorph, which I think you can only get in Yugi's campaign, you can create a Metal Zoa, I think it is, which is a nice monster, I think. And of course, Cruel here with what it has here. Not the best, but I think good monsters. So I think that in this case, I'm going to go after the one that's got 6 action points. Or... no, I'm going to go after one that can blind everybody. Because blinding would be an example of something that's bad. And it went for blinding first. Blinding will wear off, given the chance, but I don't really want to give it that chance. So I'm going to guard rather than wait, and trust that I'm going to wind up getting enough points. I hope. Alright, so that wore off. You'll see that. But on top of that, at this particular moment, they only have 4 action points on that Castle of Dark Illusions, and he uses Reef of Darkness. So that is the only time we will be blinded. So it's just a matter... and he missed on top of it. He missed. He blinded me, and he missed. Fantastic. So yeah, we'll just guard until everyone's unblinded, and we should be good to go. Although, I'm going to wait with the Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth, because it's only 50, and we get a lot more than 50 points for one of its attacks. I think that's worth it there. I don't want to waste all of its moves. We're going to have plenty of points now anyway, I think. Yeah, gotta get that last attack in. 42 damage. I didn't manage to do. Gotta get that last one in. Can't possibly not have that happen. But yeah, I sent Weevil down here because it's in the forest, so if you have that forest adapt team, it can be really useful in this particular spot. It's an extra attack power, and it's an extra attack move action point for each one of those monsters, so very nice. And I do think that this is another case of knock one of them out and survive. That the amount of points you're going to get for just knocking one of them out is way more than they're going to be able to get, particularly on a first run through. Now, maybe if you're in the 60s, you know, at the end of the second run through of a campaign, maybe then they'll be able to do some damage, get over 12,000 points. But I don't think that they're getting there here for me. And I'm going to knock a second one of them out right here, so yeah, I'm going to get over 20,000, and I might even get the third one knocked out since Great Moth is still going. Has those two attacks. Great if the blinding wore off, though. Come on. Alright. That's their last move. In theory, I should just guard this out. And I think I will. Guard, 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 guard. Everyone guard. I win. You lose. Have fun. Oh, perfectly ultimate Great Moth gets another point. Fantastic. But yeah, having this forest app team is good. As so, all three of them, I believe, join your team. Yep. Zoa is pretty powerful. I'm just wanting to check here. So yeah, everything that is actually occupied by them is flying cannoned, except for Sigvar's itself. So, right, Bones, you can go ahead and attack. Except for Sigvar's itself and the town that Yugi's hiding out in, which just has a healer. So I do think it's important to notice that and point that out. Oh, they have the missile blitz in the 30s. Okay. That means that they only have 2 action points still, so they're likely to just use them up pretty quickly. I think that we're good to go with just attacking Labyrinth Tank in the middle. Yeah, you want to send walking monsters, not Kaiba's dragons, and not Weevil. If you have Weevil with the Hercules Beetle or the Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth in the middle, he will be a flying type. Martial, and he will be affected by those weapons. So, very, very important that you know who you're sending on in those places, or you're sending in a sacrificial lamb, one or the other. And the tank only gets 1 attack off. Got a little bit lucky there. I think that I'm going to go ahead and heal, because they're both guarding. And I'm not going to knock them out in this trip, so we're going to do that. And I should be able to knock out the guard. 34, I cannot knock out the guard. Yeah, we don't need to use a red medicine, but we'll just heal. So I can't do any damage anyway. We'll just heal, and that's a win, and we'll be back quickly. But I think that the other one, the one attacking our main base, is going to get in before we do. Hey, another attack for the giant. That's nice. But I think that the attack on our main base is going to get done before we get back in. There it is. So this appears to be a polymerization team. If I had to guess, I would guess that. So here's the trick with this one. They'll have a polymerization, but they can only polymerize with that middle monster. So that's the one I'm going for, because if I knock out one of the other ones, then the other two can still polymerize together. But if I knock that middle one out, no one can. And if I get it low, then I've used up 8 to 9 action points. But he does not polymerize here. I find that very interesting. He then proceeds to attack a monster that already has used up all of his action points. I find that also very interesting. Now we see if the middle one gets to go again or not before we can move to knock it out. We get a chance. Please don't miss. It's done. Okay, I think this one waited. So let's go attack it. Judging that purely on action points. It waited again. I mean, if you're not going to use your action points, I will gladly accept your surrender, but... Yikes. What's going on here? Alright, so I'm going to guard this on out. And what I'm doing here is trying to let Rex come in for the knockout blow again and get a little bit more training on him. Before everything else. Let's heal Moisture Creature up. Okay. Okay. And guard. That is a major victory. And I know it's not going to be a ton of experience that Rex is going to get here, but it should be at least some. And Rex should get that fight in with plenty of time to retreat and let Ishishu take the first hit of the one behind it. Assuming it doesn't turn around, it shouldn't. It's close enough now, it shouldn't. I would think. Okay. I don't think it matters which one we attack unless one of them guards. So, let's just attack the one that hasn't moved yet, in case it guards later and we have an opportunity. There we go. Yes, so this is going to attack with the shock shell item, so that will confuse him and he won't be able to guard. Fantastic. The giant gets to move too. Also fantastic. So our spider will attack the other one to confuse it, if it hasn't already used its last action point, and otherwise we just finish it off. It waited. Okay. You go ahead and wait. This should be a nice, easy victory, and then we will have our cutscene with Yugi rescuing Mokuba. And we will finally get Mokuba back in the next mission, just in time to be 3 away from the end. It's just... I don't understand why we lost the guy with discount for that long. Why they thought that was a good idea for the game. Mokuba should not have had any major ability, but... oh well. And there we go. That one is done. Bones has won. So now... oh, good. Zenki gets an action point as well. So now... you get our cutscene. Yugi, Mokuba, are you alright? Yes, thanks to you. There's no time for gratitude. I'm going after Scott to take him out for good. All right. It's up to you to defeat him now. And that's the full cutscene. Fantastic. Oh well. Rex Raptor against this final monster here. Hopefully he's able to knock him out. I am keenly aware that Rex is not very strong. Some of that's a self-fulfilling prophecy, but some of it is just the monsters and the martial are bad. But we'll get enough. Hopefully he can knock him out. I mean, none of these attacks are boosted, so it definitely is a case of having to do a lot of damage, you know, with each and every attack. And they get 4, so in theory they could put all 4 on one monster, make me heal. Maybe. But I'm not going to heal if I can get that last action point in. If I can get that last action point in, I am not going to care. And I got it in. Go ahead and knock me out. I think Two-Headed King Rex can finish it. I need to do the math here, because if it can't finish it, then I need to heal to ensure that we actually win the fight. 241, so we should be good, and I don't think it attacked Thunder Dragon anyway. So there we go. And that is that. That is the extent of what Rex can do. 1,200 damage. It'll be much better in the next one when I have gotten my polymerization, because that's what we're shopping for today. And finally be able to combine Thunder Dragon and Two-Headed King Rex together for a 4th monster on the team, which really would help the team. Really would help the team. But for now, get Rex out. And we'll bring in the next one coming on down. Now, I don't know which one of the 2 guys going here is going to make it first. Whoever battles will not battle the next one. Keep going that way. I'm going for Cape Town, spelled K-A-E-P-E. That's what we need to get here. Now, again, same tactics. We're going after the tank. Try and knock that middle tank on out. And hopefully Moisture Creature does get... I know that Moisture Creature doesn't, like, get 12 action points by the end or anything, but I hope it gets at least a couple more soon. Although, I think I got Power of Nature's last time that was supposed to go on this team. That would have made it a lot better. I don't think I actually put them on the team. I need to do that in between this episode and the next if that hasn't happened. But let me check. Because if I did, then we get more attacks from Moisture Creature and we can sweep this team right off the face of the planet, if we so desire. Or we can leave it for Rex again, which is more what probably will happen. Hey, there's the special attack. They finally used it in the 4th opportunity, and it did not do much of anything. So no, I did not add those in, and I didn't add the 2 silver bows and arrows. This team should be much more powerful. Oh well. It's powerful enough right now to get the job done. That's what really matters. Alright, and everyone's attacks are used up on the other side, so it's a matter of picking one, knocking it out, and then guarding out so that Rex has something, although we know Rex can only do 1,200 damage, so hopefully we can get it down to around that amount as well. I'm honestly not sure. We may not be able to get it down there. The Rex can finish it off either way. I think. Okay, we should be good. We should be able to get it down where we need to get it. 4 to 7, 12, and 33. Okay, we're good there. I'm going to leave it. And then we'll go over here. You need to heal your friends. Get in there. Get in here, thank you. Before either of these go, because I knew that we were in a race with the attack as well. Alright. So here we are. Now this can be a very interesting team to face in the returns when they are of even higher level. For the stuff that it can do and what these attacks do. I think that Shadow Swoop blinds, but I know that the middle one confuses, and that can cause massive problems for some of the strategies that I like to use later on. Oh, no, this is the one, and it can be a problem right now because of the magic. So we have Germ Infection that poisons every single one of your monsters. And then we have Raimi that does minor damage and paralyzes every single monster on your team, as well as Final Flame that deals massive damage on a single enemy. All of those are not good. I still think, though, that given there's only 700 damage, I'm going to try to knock out the outsides, and hey, a crit, knocking the head out in the first attack is very good. So, oh, he missed. I almost had them both gone. But he does not paralyze me. That's a little bit of a luck. Yeah, this is a nasty, nasty team with some of that magic. Magic can be a very good thing to do. I have a tendency... I have a tendency to like to use my magicians not using magic. Because the item doesn't really give as much experience and things like that, but... yeah, you can definitely do a lot of damage with a magic team. If you manage to get some spellcasters out there on the field that have good magic. You'll notice, though, that the levels are there, that this does require some relatively high-level ability. Not all monsters are going to be able to do level 4 magic, but the Germ Infection is only level 2. And it can be very, very strong. It certainly can be. Let's see if we can't knock this guy out before the poison becomes a problem. There it is. He does not use any of that magic. He did use the Germ Infection, but that's the one I was least afraid of. So, fantastic. We survived. On to the next. So we'll send Labyrinth Ruler on down, and I need to identify where Cape Town actually is. I want to say it's probably the one down in the yep, it's down in the bottom right corner. Fantastic. So Labyrinth Ruler heading down that direction is very good, actually. Alright. Standard operating procedure, everyone attack here and try and get that 1200 damage off of it. Let's see if we can't get that done. I am quite positive that if I were to try to train this team up and get it trained up as well as we can, that it would be significantly better. I'm not sure about Rex. If this team were on Weevil's, with Weevil as a marshal, we'd have more action points. It would get more attacks. Of course, those attacks would still only do what they do, but you can't power that up. But it is it's a little sad what it's doing right now. But hey, if they're gonna guard for one of their action points, then I'll take that. Boom. And that does that. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. And Rex is up to level 13. We did get to level 10 on the outsides. 11! Even better. Still haven't gotten an action point, but they're getting a little bit stronger, which is very, very good and helpful. You get a little more action points and everything. That's what you want. So, you head over here. You're going to head here. Weevil, you're going to head over here eventually to guard as well. And we'll move you on up here and move you on up here. So actually we will... You go here. And no, you're going to head down here. Bones. Where are you, Bones? I need to heal you. I don't want to spend the money. So let us heal appropriately. Let me get back in here. And then I'm going to go ahead and have Bones attack this guy in here. And hopefully Labyrinth Ruler can get this one done. Doesn't get paralyzed by all that magic. I do think that in this run, in the first time through, it is right to try and knock out those guys that only have 710 health points, particularly if you've got some powered up monsters. I don't think, obviously healing can be, or poison can be healed. I don't think it's the correct move on the second time through when they're up closer to 1400, because then they're likely to get many of their stuff off, and that middle one's likely to paralyze you. 2 crits, just like that. Likely to paralyze you, and if they don't, they're going to confuse you and all sorts of problems. Getting rid of that middle monster is much more important, I think, the second time through. But the first time through, when you can get 1 crit and knock them out, that's what you want to do, I think. 3 consecutive crits. I have never had this much luck in any one fight. Never in my life. 4 consecutive crits. I'm speechless. I am legitimately don't know what to say. Do not know. Shadow Ghoul, 4 attack points. Good. So there is a place where you can get Rami here, right here, in Tower Southern. I'm not going to get that yet, but that is a thing. Is Rami the one that's in question here? Yeah, so in Tower Southern, right here, you can get that same magical item. Let me get Polymerization done, and then I'll see if I've got money for that, because I don't believe there's anything else to be bought in Kaiba's campaign for me. No, there is more polymerizations in the next mission as well, but not here. So let's see. Sword of Dragon Soul. Warrior monsters can wield this magic blade to slay dragons. Enchanted Javelin would make it inflict heavy damage on dark monsters as well. So you can get some of these to kind of specialize your teams in certain locations. Second, third, fourth times through. If you have money for that kind of thing, that would be a good thing to do. I am going to come back here and get that. So, real quick, there is some overlap here. This is an anti-ground cannon. This is an anti-air cannon. So right here in the middle, you're going to get both of them. So you kind of have to attack with ground in here, and then bring in an aerial one to go between the two. In this case, that's going to be Kaiba's lovely monsters. But yeah, that's a thing, and you really need to watch out for that. Also, this is Dragon Carnage, so even more of a case of watching out for excuse me, watching out for not bringing in Kaiba's dragons. Hinotama, another magic that inflicts damage on all enemies. Same deal, except it does not polymerize and it does less damage. Otherwise, doesn't appear to be any items, so go to town. I do think that we should attack the middle, which somehow has damage done to it. I don't think I had attacked yet. That seems strange. That seems very strange. So I think that since I have a confusing monster, let me go ahead and use the spider to attack Summon's Skull to ensure that that magic item does not get used. I think that is a good choice. This attack is just so pretty. Like, there's a lot of like attacks that are just standard attacks. They kind of all look the same, but in the blue, it's just so nice. I like it. Alright, I think it's worth potentially sacrificing a monster to get that gone. There are 3 action points left. Let me heal him. I am not going to worry about the spider. If the spider dies, the spider dies. If you're not quick about things, you can wind up going long enough that the first teams you defeated are beginning to respawn. And if they do, they will face this castle. They'll attack into this castle directly out of Sigvar's with almost no warning. So it is somewhat important that whoever is in here defending is capable of defending, and capable of defending against any of these teams that you've seen. Because it can take some time to get over here. I think I've gone fast enough that I did not wait for all the attacks to come to me and then turn around and attack them. I think I've gone fast enough on that front, but yeah, it can be a good move to heal around, and I think that's what I'm going to do at the end of this fight, and just come back for some of the skull. But it can be a good move to heal around, just to make sure that if they come in and quickly attack you, that you're not knocked out in a surprise attack like that. So there we go. No one gets any more action points, which is sad. But oh well. And we'll go ahead and have Kaiba begin his trick. On up there, and Labyrinth Ruler, why don't you come on in here? And we're going to replace this with a trade union. And I'm not going to get the magic item yet. Oh well. Shredder. That going here. Can we get 3 attacks in before he moves, please? Don't think it would have mattered anyway. Maybe it would have. Maybe it would have. Let's go ahead and use a healing item, and then we should get the next attack. Hint, hint, game. And finish him. Thank you. Win, win, win. No experience whatsoever. The levels are not they're not Pokemon where you get longer and longer between levels, and they're not uniform either. It's a little bit frustrating, but kind of is what it is. All right, Labyrinth Ruler, Raider. So we have here Power of Nature, Dragon Capture Guard. We all know that one. Let me get a couple of Rayamis. We'll get 3. So that's rather helpful, all things considered. Alright, so I am here, and let us take Kaiba and go. You may have succeeded in fooling me, but you haven't won yet. Kaiba versus Scott. Now, Scott's team here is good. It's not his best, because his best would have the items, and he only had that at the very, very beginning of seeing him. But this team is good. I do think that Kaiba's Dragons is a very good counter to him and his strategy here. He's got three red medicines only. He's got Deal of Phantom. What does that do? Gives it the strength to fight. Doesn't tell me anything. Maybe it increases the attack power. I don't know. But most importantly, this middle monster here not only has red medicine, it has status guard and super stamina. Meaning that trying to knock it out before it's using its red medicines is difficult. But, because Kaiba has a polymerization team. So what I think I'm going to do here is I'm going to attack one of the two cannons and make her hopefully use her red medicines before I polymerize. And then we'll polymerize and try to knock her out with the polymerization monster, but a critical does not help. Why did only one of my monsters attack? They almost always attack in a row. That is actually really weird. That's strange. I'm going to risk losing that middle one, because I don't think they're going to get a crit again, and I hope they're not going to pile on. But either way, Cosmo Queen is definitely going to use a red medicine, so hopefully that will go here. I think I have to heal, but I don't have to use Dian Keto. This is the one with red medicines. So let's use that red medicine. And I guess we start on the other one. Trust the Cosmo Queen is going to use a red medicine on the first one we were attacking at the beginning. So we need to set that up again. And this is going to be kind of a multiple hit thing. We've actually got that second one pretty low, actually. I'm gonna continue with the plan. Trying to drain those red medicines. Because if I don't get consecutive attacks, then we're going to have problems. And then that would have been a major problem. They guarded. And then we're going to red medicine, because I can. But I don't need to use Dian Keto. I'm not going to use Dian Keto. Polymerize. There we go. Now I have 8 attacks and healing. You know, auto healing at the beginning of a move, but still some healing. So I'm gonna try and drain that last red medicine, because if I don't, then there's a chance the Cosmic Queen winds up using it on herself, which is less ideal. So as... Oh, Cosmo Queen's no longer healing. Fantastic. Now, was that the actual last one? No. Alright, 2 turns in a row. Fantastic. That is the end of the red medicines. Now I go after Cosmo Queen. I should technically have used the special. Yeah, let's use the special to attack all 3 monsters. Oh, nope, you guarded. Let's wait out the guard. You guarded. I'll continue to wait out guards. Because if I can use the special to attack all 3 monsters with only 2 action points, that will give me a chance to finish this off right here, right now. Not overly certain that I'll be able to, but we shall see. I'm just going to wait for that last action point to get used. Guarded. 1, 2, 3, 4, attack. So we're going to try and use the special. Its ultimate burst, it just kind of goes around everywhere. And we'll see if we can't knock them out. We're going to use a couple of these and then see where we're at. They did roughly, what, 517-ish? That was low 400s. I think I need to use both these attacks single on Cosmo Queen to ensure that Cosmo Queen gets knocked out. And then we'll come back shortly after that and mop up. A easy victory for Kaiba. And you thought you were going to win. Foolish Scott. Now, I do think that because of how it is, I think they retreat into the gate. Into the castle right behind there. They may get kind of shoved off to the side. I don't know. Okay, so they were kind of shoved off to the side. And then into the gate. So they both. But here we go! So I suspect that if they had lost, that still would have been the case. They may have had that 5-second waiting period before they went into the gate. I don't really know. The fastest way would probably have been to polymerize and special attack a couple of times, but I'm just going to do it this way. Alright, so that one definitely moved. And did not guard. So if the other one guards, we'll need to switch this up. Even though we probably could break the guard with Blue Eyes Red Dragon. Not actually sure. I want to check that. I want to check that. 3,800, 3,000. Yeah, we could easily have broken the guard. Good to know. Because there's probably not going to be any waiting around or anything. We have plenty of action points, particularly with the ability to polymerize and get even more afterwards if I have to. You know, plenty of stuff. We can end this right here, right now, or with a critical. There we go. So some great luck today, and Kaiva's at 25. Kaiva's monsters are at 25. All right. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please do like, comment, subscribe down below. Let me know everyone still watching is enjoying. I've been talking Bowler Gaming. Let's finish this off. This is the end of the line, Scott. It's time to give up. Impossible. How could you beat me? You'll pay for this. The time of reckoning is almost upon us. You'll get yours yet. Stop. And that's that. Come this way. Mokuba. Is that you, big brother? Kaiba. He's still a little bit groggy, but he should be back to normal soon. And there we go. So I'm going to get some of the items dealt with properly, and then I will come back for the next one. Oh, barely escaping from Sikthar is alive, Scott makes his way east from the capital to the Temple of Ishtar. Considered hallowed ground to the Imperial Order, the Temple of Ishtar is veiled in mystery. Kaiba and his army head to the temple on Scott's heels. Now, that'll be the end of that one. I'll see you next time.